Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. And today, work was relatively rough, but not fully. That was one of the busiest nights we've ever had. And it was busy to the point where I was doing pizzas and kind of getting screwed over there. Then we had me and a pizza dish guy, and then two dish guys. So the pizza dish guy was mainly with me, and pizza dish means pizza or dishes, whatever is needed. Like if pizza guy needs you, do pizzas. If you're needed that badly in dishes, do dishes. Especially when there's two dishwashers. But so we had him, and the pizzas were to the point where one guy could handle the rest, but carryout was not. As far as and carryout involves handling the customers that are getting carryout orders, as well as the phone, as well as getting pizzas out of the pizza oven and cutting them, as well as running bread to the other side of the kitchen and putting it in the drawers for the waitresses, because the bread goes through that oven too. The oven has like a conveyor belt on it. So I had to go help him out. So I'm busting ass. I'm pulling pizzas out. I'm cutting them up. I'm running bread over. I'm helping him out in any way I can. And the other guy's working on pizzas, and I keep checking on him. You good over here? He's like, yeah, I'm good. Go ahead, keep going up there. And then I'm helping the saute guy because some of his food items go through the oven too, and he's busy with other things. So when they come out of the oven, he taught me how to. I think it's called plating them, but it's taking it off the pan and putting it on and preparing it for the customer. So we did that, and then later in the night, I had nothing to do because I had shut down the pizza station, and um, because it was done, it was time to be done. So I had shut the pizza station down, and he's still working, and I'm like, and it's too early, you know. At that point, sweeping would just be undone because people are still walking all over the place, and dishes are handled. There's two guys working on it and another guy kind of helping out a little bit. So they're finding dishes, and I'm like, "You need anything on the? You need anything up here?" And he's like, no, and I don't think so right now." I'm like, "All right." I start walking away. He's like, "Wait, you got nothing to do at all right now?" I'm like, "No, not really." He's like, "You want to clean this?" And it was the boiler, which is where filled with water, and it's boiling water. It's essentially a big boiling pot, and there's the baskets that go down to boil things like green beans and pasta and stuff. And you clean it. You get cold water, or well, I guess just water. It is cold, and it feels great when you're all sweaty. Because I was sweating a lot from there, not nearly as much as the people that were up on the line, because it's a lot hotter on the line. But especially when I was doing carry out, which is practically on the line, doing, and I'm running around all over the place. I'm doing stuff, and I was sweating pretty bad. And I'm helping out, and I'm like, this cold water feels amazing. It's like, that's the best part of saute is the cold water. I'm like, that's a sad job when the best part is when cold water splashes on you when you're cleaning one piece of equipment. But anyways, you scrub it down, and you get a pitcher with the cold water that's running through, and you splash it around to get the stuff off. And um, yeah, you do that, and there you go. And I also stacked the freezer up for the fryer guy, because I went in. It's like a walk-in freezer, and I went in there, and how it works is there's a rack on the side of the freezer, and there's doors that you open up on the wall. You open part of the wall, and you can get the stuff out of it. So there's a rack there with shelves, and we have things there like the deep fried pickles, the chicken tenders, and mozzarella sticks and stuff like that, and French fries on those shelves. Anything that the fryer guy would need. And I was in there. I don't know what I was doing in there. When I looked at the rack, I'm like, that stuff is like empty. So I go around. I'm like, hey, you want me to fill your freezer for you? He's like, yeah, that would be great. Because he's still busy at this point. He's so busy with stuff. And I'm like, all right, let's get this done. So I go in the freezer, and I'm stocking the freezer up. And then every time I'd walk out of the freezer, my glasses would fog up. I wear glasses, if you guys didn't know that. I don't wear them in videos very often, but my glasses would fog up. And I'd be like, oh, this sucks. So I go to put them in my locker. Well, one of the guys decided the dildo that I mentioned a few days ago, which is still floating around in the lockers, he decided to stick it to the inside of my locker door. And I already knew that. I thought it was funny. I just left it. I forgot about it, though. So I opened it. It scared me. I'm like, whoa, jeez. And then I ripped it off the door, and I threw it in one of the other guys' lockers. And I'm like, okay, so I stocked the freezer. Time went by. We got out of there. We're getting ready to leave. And one of the, not older, but middle-aged women that work on the line, she was like, getting ready to leave. And she opened her locker, and she's like, oh, get that out of there. And I look, there's the dildo. There's Philmore. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, all right, grabbed it, and I threw it in a different locker. And then I'm walking out, and the saute guy, he's locking the door because he was our manager on duty today. And he's laughing. He's like, I did that. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I didn't know it was her locker. I just threw it in a random locker. And his was the locker that I threw it in before. So that's how he found it. And I'm like, you should have wrapped it in one of the shirts that were in the locker or something. She goes to get the shirt, and dildo flies out. But we were so busy. That was one of the busiest nights of my life. Of that I've been there. It was one of the busiest nights we've had. I'm glad we had 4 people in the back. It was good. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I gotta go. I'm gonna edit and upload the new video tomorrow, and I'll get Iowa's Night Review out at ASAP. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with a new daily vlog. Peace.